Here's what I want you to know. Sam Darnold is a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. Don't, with your arrows and your pitchforks and your bow and arrow, like, shh. Your Bart Simpson slingshots, stuff it, okay? There's this big game narrative. It is officially deaded. Hallelujah. It's great to see. Over the last 2 years, with two different teams, mind you, Darnold has won more games than any quarterback in the NFL. He's a winner. He's third in passing yards, top 5 in touchdowns. Any way you slice this thing, he's been one of the best quarterbacks we have in the league. Top 10. No matter what happens next Sunday, that he is top 10. This is now a big enough sample size, y'all, a complete body of work. He's established himself in the upper echelon, the top third of the league. And I want to show you this too. Even when you include that disastrous game from last year, he's still the third highest rated passer over the last 2 postseasons. This year, he became one of just 7 quarterbacks over the past decade to have at least 4 touchdown passes and no interceptions in a single playoff run. And that list, by the way, of course, includes the GOAT Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes, who we forget is the greatest quarterback going right now. I know the Jets stuff. I lived through it. I was there. Vikings stuff, the big game. I get that. This will all be a part of his memoir, okay? But I feel like it's almost like distracting from how unbelievably good as a quarterback he has been and is right now. So I don't know if I think we talked about New York a little bit in the back, but we're done. I don't know the Vikings big game, done. Let's let those accomplishments that we just outlined sort of like stand on their own, and let's relish in that as we celebrate his appearance in a Super Bowl. Ooh, I just gave myself goosebumps thinking about that. I'm so excited for him. We're going to hear, of course, from someone who he's going up against who wants to ruin his day in K'Lavon Chaisson in a little bit. You'll see that interview. Here's what I'll give it my thing on the Seattle side for you to chew on this weekend is that Sam Darnold is a top 10 quarterback by skill in a vacuum and for 2026 season, no matter what happens. So there's that. On the Patriots side of the aisle, the makeup, like the I don't even know how to say it, like the DNA, whatever you want to say, like this is a top 5 defense we know is already amazing. For them to do that in a rebuilding year, yeah. This thing that really sticks out to me that you need to think about this weekend and going into that game, 10 of the Patriots' 11 starters were not full-time starters for this defense a year ago. And I think that is like a little bananas. And it really speaks to, and it's kind of like in a poetic way, like Mike Vrabel. Like if I could write a haiku like that, I would just put that stat in the entire 579 of the entire thing. Because this is like all formed in his likeness, in his image. Let me explain. 25 years ago, Vrabel was cut by the Steelers after 3 years in Pittsburgh without a single start under his belt. The Patriots took a chance on him, and he immediately becomes a centerpiece, an icon, like a critical piece of New England's first Super Bowl defense. And I think we're getting to a point where, actually, I know it. I think Vrabel's a better coach than he was this player that you're seeing. He is a better coach than he was a 14-year, 3-time Super Bowl champion, all-pro player, which is bananas, right? When you look at this 2025 Pats defense, gosh, don't you see nothing but Vrabel? Christian Gonzalez, the only guy who was a full-time starter for this defense a year ago. And he hasn't been on the field the whole time. 7 of the guys you see here weren't even on the roster last season. 3 of those guys who were formerly undrafted, 3 who had never been on the team as a full-time starter before. And then, eeny, meeny, miny, moe, 2 guys who were released by their respective teams in March saying, we don't want you. They add friend of the show, K'Lavon Chaisson, on a 1-year, okay, like I see something in you, I got you. You'll hear how much K'Lavon loves his coach. It was a prove-it deal for him. He has more sacks this season than he had in his first 5 years in the NFL combined. That is a top 5 defense, and it's just the makeup of it is wild. If I say bananas again, someone shoot me. Like, I need to stop saying bananas on this program today. Gosh, I don't know that we've, well, maybe we have. You guys tell me. What other defense have you seen with this much, like, tumult the year before, revolving door, misfit, whatever, like, new pieces? So many new pieces. How do they have this much chemistry this season? I guess the answer to me would be the guy who's a better coach than he was a 3-time Super Bowl champion in Mike Vrabel. You got, like, what's going on? You know, Zach Kerr took over the play calling duties. You'll hear Terrell Williams, their coach, dealing with testicular cancer. They're playing for him. Like, there's so much adversity. There's so much going on. And I, by the way, was happy to hear there was an update yesterday that defensive coordinator Terrell Williams will make the trip to Santa Clara, which is beautiful. Sorry, it wasn't testicular cancer. It was prostate cancer that he's dealing with. But the team sort of rallying around him. I think he's clearly, you'll hear from K'Lavon, like, maybe like a heartbeat, like they're talking to him. He's inputting and being part of the, I think he's been in the building from what Chaisson was telling me. So we're wishing him, of course, the absolute best in his recovery. And it was like such a beautiful thing that he will be there in the Bay Area cheering on his squad. Okay, before we get to break, by the way, we have a hammer time. What's the hammer?